And I had this little mantra that started popping up in my head as I was cycling around the peninsula to Liverpool. Work anxiety syndrome. Work anxiety syndrome. I've got work anxiety syndrome. Haven't got a job and the world thinks you're a slob 'cause you spend the whole day watching television. But they haven't got a clue what it's like being you as you plumb the depths of clinical depression. You've attended all the schemes designed to butter up your dreams, but you know you're just a statistic. All your bills are in the red. You can't get out of bed, 'cause what's the point of being optimistic? You've got work anxiety syndrome. Work anxiety syndrome. You've got work anxiety syndrome. Work anxiety syndrome. You've been working 9 to 5 for as long as you remember, bringing home a steady weekly wage. Used to have ambition, now your hair is in recession and you're on the downward slope of middle age. Now it's all done by computer and you're just a dumb commuter. Your managers are younger than your children. Every day seems like a year and it's boring you to tears, but you're hanging tough till you can draw your pension. You've got work anxiety syndrome. Work anxiety syndrome. 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 You've been running at a loss since your dad made you the boss. You never seem to make the right decision. You've got all the airs and graces and a fancy pair of braces, but life hasn't been the same since you left Eton. You'd like to jack the whole thing in, a slice of lemon with your gin, and sail your boat around the Caribbean. But the firm is in your blood, handed down from up above, and you can't upset the family tradition. You've got work anxiety syndrome. Work anxiety syndrome. 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 Thanks for singing. Good job I put those lyric sheets